sitting down on the job. That's a negative connotation, doesn't it? I'm Justin Wilcox. I work in the HVAC department. I've been with the company coming up on a year. Those three horses right there off the right side of the road are mine. Those three in the middle of that field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're three of my Arabs. We're headed to Draper right now to the Reese residence, and it's just to do a customer assurance plan member tune-up. It's a 6-year-old unit, no known problems, so it's probably going to be a pretty simple tune-up. It's kind of a cool little street. Hi, Mrs. Reese, how are you? How's the furnace running for you? Any problems? There it is. All right, we'll get after it. I'll take a peek at this thing. See what we got. Oh, look at that. Didn't know there were 2 units. Check this out. Drain isn't going into the drain. I'm just taking some specs from the spec sheet so I know how this thing's supposed to operate, and when it was installed, just some simple stuff like that. The water line's completely disconnected. I don't know, but it looked like, they may have undone it because it was leaking. I mean, this thing wasn't installed right, and this is definitely not where it's supposed to be sitting to catch the drainage water coming out. I'll have to ask them about that. I'm just checking for gas and carbon monoxide. When I was first learning how to do this was like the scariest part, because it's like some wire comes undone, I'm never gonna figure out where it goes. Ooh, this thing's pretty. God, like crazy clean. There's a little bit of an elevated temperature on the second furnace, but the first furnace, the one that you have the humidifier attached to, there's no connections to it.
The humidifier?
Yeah.
Really?
She had to leave, and so I'm leaving all the information, and I will get back a hold of her later today and talk to her about both furnaces, and then we'll just go from there. See if we can get back with them and fix their units. We're on our way to Kearns to do a tune-up for a customer assurance plan member. It's a fairly newer system, but I don't know. You never know. You never know what kind of shape you're going to find them in. So we'll see what we get. Wow, it's actually way warmer out here now. Still kind of nippy. How you doing, Mr. Daly? I'm Justin.
Hi.
All right, well, we're here to do a furnace tune-up.
Yep.
Cool. He's got an ultraviolet bulb, so everything coming through the units getting cleaned, killing viruses and all that good stuff. Looks like he's had a little bit of leaking, a little bit of condensation damage from the air conditioner. I'll see if he's got, I would change it if it were mine, but it's not too bad. I can see a lot of really clean spaces and a lot of light through it still. Yeah, this thing just tests for natural gas and to make sure we don't have any high concentrations of carbon monoxide anywhere leaking. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Daly about the, it looks like there was a real active rusting problem. There's a lot of condensation damage, so we're just gonna talk to him about the damage. Outside of that, everything else is working like it's supposed to. So we'll see what he says and see what he wants to do. Yeah, it's always scary for me walking in, because honestly, that's like the most important part of my job. It's kind of scary for me sometimes when I walk in and there's like no carbon monoxide detector to be found. The heat exchangers and the opening to where the gas fires into the heat exchangers, that's all very rusty. That first section of tube is rusty. All right, good to meet you.
Okay.
Let us know if there's anything we can do for you.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. All right, so we're going to Guy Mellor's. He's got a newer unit, also a CAP member. See what we can do with him as far as, air quality or any of those other things that we could have as enhancements on this system. This is a dog family. We are here to do a tune-up on your furnace.
So she's downstairs.
All right. And
yeah, we went on vacation and came home and it was like freezing in here, and I guess there was something wrong with it.
we'll get after it.
All right.
Taking the differential temperature, climbing like it's supposed to. Not too bad. It's a little bit dirty, but I think this stuff was fun initially, because for me it was just like working on cars, kind of knowing the parameters of how something should work and playing with it, getting the wrenches out, testing stuff. It's just another mechanical application. I love all that kind of stuff. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. All right, let's head up. Actually, water distributor, the water comes into the top. It looks okay now, but if you haven't changed it since you've lived here, I would recommend changing it.
Okay.
They recommend changing them every year. All right.
Perfect.
Good to meet you.
You too, thank you.
Take care. We're going to Cottonwood Heights. So we're like 15 minutes away. All right, there you go. Hi, Mr. Burton, how are you? I'm Justin. Nice to meet you.
What happened is this thing is plugged up, water run down, all the little holes.
And it just
vacuum and-
beat it up, huh?
Vacuum and pressure holes aren't plugged them.
Got all plugged up. Yeah, water wreaks havoc sometimes on these things where it doesn't belong, but I'll just make a really thorough record and tell you everything's shape. If it's something that's broken, I'll tell you about it. We kind of label those red. So what happens to flame when it gets dirty? Starts burning orange. Kind of pretty dirty, actually. And that was just like a tiny puff. That was just to loosen anything that's stuck. This thing's old and it needs to be, that's just its natural weld mark. It's really clean. It's got some deposits and stuff. So the blower motor itself is actually really clean. Your filter's doing its job. It does need to be changed.
Oh, yes.
So that's good. Good to meet you, Mr. Burton.
We'll see ya.
Take care. We'll see you. Nice guy. Had a cool day today. It was actually a lot of the same It was a lot of CAT members with newer systems, and then we got to one that was kind of different, but it was a good day. I like my job. I enjoy the work. I like interfacing with our clients. NER is a great company to work for because they just expect me to be the moral, honest person I already am. And I get to have this cool, this cool interface with our clients. So it was a good day. And before you go, I'm gonna show you the coolest dog in the world. There's my cat. She's tougher than the dog. That's like 6 pounds of terror right there. There he is. Wow, he just ignored the cat. That's him. He's he's 24 pounds of speed.
Oh, is this the wife?
Yeah, this is my wife, Amy. This is my wife, Amy.
What are you doing here? I don't need my HVAC.
Here, take your dog. Okay, goodbye. We'll see you guys. Thanks.